Data Jockey, Machine Learning for Victorian Racing. Monday 27 July 2026, Race 10 at Ballarat Synthetic. Let us get going. Right here is the quick summary for Race 10 at Ballarat Synthetic, and this is one worth paying attention to. 2 selections from the model today. Done my job is the place selection. That is the top pick, the one the model is most confident about. And no greater view is in the same race multi as the top 4 selection. Not a standalone place selection, the same race multi only. So if you are short on time, there it is. Done my job for the place, same race multi combining both. But do yourself a favor and stay with us, because what the model is seeing in this race is genuinely interesting, and understanding it will help you make a more informed decision. Let us break it down. Race 10 Ballarat Synthetic. 16 runners today, which means the top 3 pay a place dividend. Here is the first thing worth knowing: the model's top selection is not the favorite. That tells you straight away the model is seeing value somewhere the market has not priced in. That gap between data and market is exactly the kind of race this model was built to find. 2 selections on the board today, a place pick and a same race multi combination. And as always, this is not a forced pick. The model only shows up when there is genuine value to report. Today there is. Let us get into the detail. Quick word before the picks on how all this actually works, because it is a different approach to most of what you will find in the tipping space. The model behind these selections is a machine learning system that keeps learning from Victorian racing results. Every meeting, every result, every finish feeds straight back in. It is not built once and left alone. It updates and sharpens with every race run in Victoria. Here is the part that matters most. Most tipping models chase the winner. This one does not. It was built specifically to find place finishers, horses that hit the top positions and pay a place dividend. That is a genuinely different problem, and it needs a different approach to solve. The model is weighing dozens of variables across the whole field at once: pace, distance, field composition, historical patterns, how each horse stacks up against today's specific rivals. All of it together in ways no human could track by hand. If you want the full methodology breakdown, the link is in the description below, worth a look when you have the time. For now, Race 10 is waiting, and the model has plenty to say about it. Let us get into the selections. On to pick 1 for Race 10. The model's top selection here is Done My Job, currently 3rd in the market, not the favorite, not the horse drawing the market's attention, just one the model rates well above where it is currently priced. That mismatch is the whole basis for the selection. I want to be upfront about something, since I think it is more useful than pretending otherwise. There is no single clean reason the model has chosen Done My Job. That is genuinely not how the system works. It does not rely on one factor like a strong record at Ballarat Synthetic or a preferred distance, the kind of reasoning a standard form guide leans on. The model takes a different path entirely, weighing dozens of variables at the same time. Track conditions, distance, field size, who else is racing today, historical patterns built from thousands of past Victorian races, all considered together, surfacing connections that are simply invisible to manual analysis. That is intentional. A one-sentence explanation would mean the model was unnecessary. What actually counts is this: the market has done my job at 3rd in the market. The model places it first for Race 10. That difference between market price and model confidence is where the value lives, and identifying that gap is the model's entire job. It does not matter whether the market eventually catches up or not. By the time it does, the value has usually already gone. Built specifically around place finishers rather than winners, a top ranking here means this horse fits the historical profile of horses that finish in the places, not necessarily the historical profile of horses that win outright. A different way of approaching the problem altogether. Done my job for the place, a top 3 finish in a 16-runner field is what the model is backing for Race 10. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Pick 2 is no greater view, currently 4th in the market, a different style of selection to pick 1, worth clarifying up front. The model views no greater view as likely to finish in the top 4, but is not confident enough for a top 3 finish on its own. That distinction is the whole point here. The data falls short of supporting a standalone place selection on no greater view, but it clearly supports the top 4 role inside the same race multi. It can sound like a minor technicality, but in a 16-runner field, it is anything but top 3 pays a place dividend, 4th pays nothing. So backing no greater view as a standalone place selection is not what the model supports. Its value lives in the multi combination. Put simply, the model is saying no greater view belongs in this race and matches the shape of a top 4 finisher in this field, while a top 3 finish specifically remains less certain. The multi only needs top 4. Done my job in top 3, no greater view in the top 4. That is the model's combination for race 10. Race 10's same race multi-pairs done my job as a top 3 finisher with no greater view in the top 4. Availability depends on your wagering provider, so check there first. One thing worth clarifying before anything else: these are genuinely different bet types, not interchangeable versions of the same thing, and their odds of landing are not equal. Done my job on its own as a place selection is the safer, higher probability play. The model's confidence is strongest there, and while the return is more modest, the chance of it landing is better. That is the model's core view on this race. The same race multi asks for more. Both done my job in top 3 and no greater view in the top 4 need to land together, which lowers the overall probability but lifts the potential return considerably. There is no obligation to take both. Done my job as a standalone place bet is where the model's signal is strongest. The multi sits there for anyone wanting the higher variance option. Either way, go in knowing exactly what each bet demands. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. If you are following the full card today, all the race tips are in the playlist. 1 video per race, all uploaded before race 1. Have a look at the other races and see which of the model's selections are relevant to you. Some punters combine multiple selections into a place multi. Check your wagering provider for how that works. Always make your own informed decision before placing any bet. And this is important: always check for scratchings before you consider placing anything. Horses get scratched on race morning, and it can completely change the picture. The model's place selection for race 10 is done my job. Have a look at the playlist for the rest of the card. Subscribe if you have not already. I do this for every Victorian meeting, every race day, and it is completely free to follow along. And that is race 10 Ballarat synthetic done. The place selection is done my job, with the same race multi-combination sitting at done my job top 3 and no greater view top 4 for anyone chasing the longer odds. Results are tracked and posted publicly every week without exception, every good week and every bad one included. That ongoing record, built up week after week, is the fairest way to judge whether this model is genuinely worth following, rather than taking any single claim on faith. As always, this is purely for entertainment purposes. Please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. See you in the next video.